Okay, so let's suppose we're given two pieces of information about a line. A point of the line, we'll call this number 1, by the way, and the slope of the line. So we know that much about the line we want, and we want it written in slope-intercept form. We've already talked about one way to do this like a week ago, a week and a half. But this is a little more natural. People tend to use it more. It's more useful. So what we're going to do, we're going to plug this xy coordinate and this point into point slope. Okay, let's go ahead and do that. So y, and it will it be -3 or +3? +3. So we didn't forget. Equals, our slope is -3, parentheses x, and since this is +7, it's going to be -7. Okay? All right. All we did is plug it in. Nothing too exciting. Okay, close your Chromebooks, guys. Close them up. If we're taking notes, close them. Close them. All right, close it up, please. All right. So in order to make this look like this, we got to do a few things. Let's distribute. Okay? So we're going to distribute -3. Y +3 stays there, equals -3 times x. And then I'm going to distribute -3 to -7. That becomes positive because negative times negative. That's plus 20. Okay? Um, and we're almost there. We really just have to do one thing. Get rid of the +3 on the left side of the equation. Okay? So let's get rid of +3 with adding 3. We have to do that to both sides. So I'll line it up with a like term, plus 21. And we have our answer now. Okay, y equals, and then we have -3x. And when I have 21 and -3, I get what? What do we get? Plus 18. And lo and behold, that's our answer in slope-intercept form. So now if I were to graph this, the slope is -3, and it would go through, one of the points on the line would be 7, -3. Okay? All right. So let's try another one of these. Let's make it a little more interesting. Okay. Number 2. Let's do -6, 4. And the slope is going to be 2/3. Okay. Okay. So we have a point, we have a slope. First thing we have to do is rewrite this in point slope form. So let's do that. Y is going to be -4 equals 2/3 parentheses x plus 6. Thank you. Okay, not too bad. This time we have to distribute 2/3. Okay. Well, we're not going to do anything with y minus 4, so that's going to just stay y minus 4. We are going to multiply 2/3 to x. So it's 2/3 x. And we are going to multiply 2/3 to 6. How much? 4. If you're a little stuck, I always do the divide and multiply method. So I divide the denominator into the whole number here. So 3 goes into 6 twice. Then I multiply the 2 I got here times the numerator. 2 times 2 is 4. Okay. If you're still a little stuck, you could always do just on the side 2/3 times 6 ones. Okay. In that case, you would get 2 times 6. That's 12. 3 times 1 is 3. 12/3 becomes 4. Okay. So either way, we're good. It's 4. Okay, let's get rid of this minus 4. So we'll add 4. Line it up with the other constant 4 over there. And we get our answer. Y equals 2/3 times x plus 8. Okay. And this is our equation in slope-intercept form, such that when we graph it, it would go through -6, 4. So I'd like you to try number 3. Okay, so this has a slope of 2, 1. And the slope is going to be -5/2. Okay, so give this a try. Try it on your own. Check with your table partner. 2, 1, and the slope is -5/2. I'll give you some time to work on it. Okay. Well, maybe I made a mistake, but we'll see. Okay, so I got y equals -5/2 times x plus 6. Okay, so I distributed -5/2 to -2. Negative times negative is positive. 5/2 times 2 is 5. Okay, then I added 1 to both sides. That's how we got a 6. All right. Good job if you got that right. All right. We're going to do 2 more examples. So we're going to do the same thing, except this time we're not going to be given a point and a slope. We're just going to be given 2 coordinates, 2 points. Okay, so this is going to be number 4. We still want to write an equation in slope-intercept form, but we're given 2 points. So for example, 2, -8, and then -2, 0. Okay. And you have options. What's the first thing we're going to need that we don't have? A slope. So we can use the slope formula. That's fine. Let me remind you what the slope formula is. Y2, take away Y1, the difference in Y's, over X2 minus X1. And that will give you the slope. The other option is kind of, think of it as a table of values, where the table has only 2 rows. So we could say 2, -8, and -2, 0. And let's just check for the change. So if I'm going from positive 2 to negative 2, what's my change? Negative 4. If I'm going from negative 8 to 0, what's my change? 8. Okay. So now I want the difference in y's over the difference in x's. So that would be 8 over negative 4. And that simplifies to what? Negative 2. Okay, so the slope, the rate of change between these values is negative 2. So we got a slope now, negative 2. Now, at this point, you want to pick one of these two ordered pairs to use as your point. It doesn't matter which one. We could choose 2, negative 8 or negative 2, 0. Any preference? Negative 2, 0? I would probably pick that too. So negative 2, 0 it is. Pick whichever one you like. In fact, you could still pick 2, negative 8. So now we're going to plug this slope, negative 2, and this point into point slope again. So we're going to do that. Y take away 0 equals negative 2 parentheses x plus 2. How did I do? Did I put it in correctly? Okay. So let's distribute negative 2. And what am I going to do with y minus 0? Take away the 0. It's just y. It's one less step we have to do. So now after we distribute negative 2 times x, here it is, negative 2x. Negative 2 times positive 2 is, so minus 4. And we didn't have to do any other extra step with the right side of the equation. We got our answer. Okay. One more. I'd like you to try this one on your own. Number 5. This will be the last one. Okay. Our coordinates are 1, negative 1, and 3, 7. Give it a try. Okay? So on your own, figure out the equation in slope-intercept form that goes through these 2 points. Resume. Okay, so my answer was y equals 4x minus 5. So as you probably saw, the slope I got was 4. I got 2 here, I got 8 there. 8 over 2 is 4. I put the coordinates 1, negative 1, and slope 4 into the point slope equation, distributed that. Then I subtracted 1. Negative 4 and negative 1 makes negative 5. So there's the equation. Okay. All right. So today's assignment is on delta. And you're going to do 5, like questions 1, 2, and 3, where you just put it into point slope and convert it. And 5, where you have to take 2 coordinates and convert it. Okay.